Hey guys, and welcome back to Master of Orion. Yes, this is our co-op playthrough that we are doing for you guys, and I hope you're enjoying it so far, because I know I am enjoying it absolutely. How about you, Mal? How are you feeling about this?
No, I mean, I'm really enjoying the game, and so far, knock on wood, co-op has been stable. We have figured out, tech trading and gifting and all that. We're in a pretty good position, I think, strategically at the moment. I'm a little concerned about the Sakura because they're getting kind of big over there, big for their britches, so we may have to knock them down a peg or two, but I think we're in good shape and I'm quite enjoying it.
Yeah, that's it. I think we've done really well so far. I'm just really enjoying playing the game. I think that's the main factor that's come from this, and obviously, it's been a massive learning experience for me, which I'm obviously very grateful for, because you've obviously put up with my inane questions constantly, which is very good of you, and I feel I've learned a lot more about the game from playing so far. We've done really well. I'm just really enjoying the actual game itself. So I know when you were saying in the last episode, people were like sort of complaining about it and stuff. I have no idea what they're complaining about. The game is really addictive. It's really good fun.
I think there's going to be a segment, of the ardent fans like me that have been playing the series for, over 20 years, that it's not a pure Master of Orion experience is kind of what I'm seeing from different posts and different places. And I don't agree with them, and they're certainly entitled to their opinions.
Of course.
I one of the things that, when I first started playing this is that I think I commented to you, I was like, man, this really feels like Master of Orion II that's just been sort of updated. And that's really what it is. And I don't really understand, especially since it's still in active development. This game's still in early access. We're recording this at the very beginning of, I think it's March 3rd of 2016. So the game is, doesn't even have an official release date yet, and it's up and it's stable and it's fun. So I'm not, I guess I mean, people are entitled to their opinions, of course, but for me, I really, really enjoy the game, and I'm looking forward to what the devs add to it.
Yeah, exactly. And at the end of the day, they can always offer like constructive criticism. It's not like people, you don't have to just sit there and complain about it. You can offer constructive points of where you feel it could be improved, I suppose. And then the devs may well take that on. Because obviously
they've been actively asking for it. Like on their Twitter channel, they've been hosting polls. Like, like if they had a poll the other day that was of the special things that you can get on a planet, be it seagrass or dark quartz or whatever artifacts, which one is most important to you? And they because they're trying to balance things out and try to make them all worthwhile.
Like and artifacts, I think, was the highest.
Yeah, artifacts was by far the highest because of the research, which makes sense. Yeah, I would probably choose that over growth. So maybe they need to make the other ones more appealing, or make artifacts more rare. I don't know, but the fact that they're actively asking for feedback, I think. Isn't that why you enter into early access? I think people...
This is it. That's the point behind early access, isn't it, really? And I don't see why... So people are being able to have their influence. They don't complain. They can always just give that positive sort of criticism and take part in the community, and that way they're going to get what they want from it. Because that's what the devs are after doing, isn't it? They want to produce the game that people want. I
think part of it, though, is that people have been burned by early access, and I understand. I have been burned by early access. I get it. And... So they're very hesitant to commit, and I get that. There's no problem with that. I understand the mentality there, but there has been a lot of money grabs from a lot of companies. Pre-orders and early access, and people have gotten burned. So they're sort of like, nah, I'm not doing that. And generally speaking, I would say, yeah, don't. But if somebody asked me if this game's worth it, as a matter of fact, a friend of mine messaged me this morning and said, hey, it really looks like a good game, but it's $50 or whatever, or, I don't know. And he's like, is it really good? And I was like, yeah, or I wouldn't be playing it. I mean,
yeah. If I wasn't enjoying it, why would I record it?
Yeah, why would I?
That's the point, isn't it? No, completely agree.
Especially after dropping money on it, because quite frankly, if it sucked, I would be loudly preaching that it sucked. Because I am a huge fan.
You'd get your refund on Steam, wouldn't you, and walk away?
I would,
if it was that bad.
Right, and it's just not.
You wouldn't have played the 2 hours.
Yeah. I mean, it's just...
I completely agree with you on that one. That's it. It's obviously quite good. And that's the big thing with YouTubers. I don't think people... I know obviously there's a lot of YouTubers out there who play games because they're paid to or other things like that. But most of us guys, the sort of level we're at, we're playing games because we enjoy those games. That's why we play. We don't play just for like a monetary gain, or we're not playing for the attention, I suppose. We're playing because, you know, the games we enjoy playing are good. We enjoy them, and we want to share our love of those games with the populace at large. You know, it's not just for the sake of doing it.
Busy. No, you know, exactly right. I mean, I mean, both of us have both single-player games going on our channels as well as this co-op. So, anyway, I'll get off my soapbox, but be a part of making the game better, like IDED said, instead of just complaining for seemingly no reason. Especially since a lot of the people that have complained haven't even played the game. Which I'm like,
oh yeah, that's the worst.
Oh my god,
I can't stand that. If you're gonna sit there and complain, then at least have been taking part in it. You see that too often, though. I think that's like a psychology from watching football and stuff. Where people are like, oh, I can't believe he missed that goal. If he just kicked it like that, then it would have been. Well, sorry, are you going out there and doing that? Sorry, when were you the football player on the TV? Did you train for 20 years to do this?
That's the whole armchair quarterbacking, right?
Yeah, exactly. The backseat driver of gaming, basically. All right, so you sent me microbiotics, didn't you?
I did. So if we look at research...
Won't let me skip it.
Hold on, let's see. If we look at... So the next thing, you should have access to genetic mutations.
Yeah, that's it. It won't let me skip it. I have to research that one. So I think it's because I don't have both that I have to research it, I'm assuming. I don't know. No. You don't have xenobiotics, do you? Do you have soil enrichment? Do you have soil enrichment and toxic processor? Yes, I do.
Okay, so those are the two techs required to go to genetic mutations.
Yeah, and genetic mutations for me are locked.
Maybe it needs a turn to update?
We've given it a turn. You sent it over a turn ago, didn't you? Because it says next to it says 1. So I'm assuming that means I've got one of the two technologies.
So it's gonna make you research telepathic training before you can get genetic mutations?
I assume so.
All right, this is what we'll do. Don't do that. And instead, research like positron physics so that we get proton torpedoes.
Yep. Okay.
I'll research genetic mutations, which will open up terraforming and heightened intelligence. I'll grab that one.
And then we could just exchange it on the way up.
Yeah, and I'll just see if I can send that to you, in which case we can we can continue to stay specialized.
Yeah, no, that works for me. Okay, so I finally cleaned up the pollution on that planet at the top, though.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, it finally happened.
It's a miracle.
Yeah, I know. I can't believe it. It's such a big factor for me right now. It means it's actually a usable planet. I'm going to get the cloning center, though. So population growth is minus 25% on population growth, isn't it? But then
it's because it's saying it requires less to do it.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. So I'm going to do the cloning center so I can try and get the population up there going quicker.
Yeah, it's weird because you look at it and it's like negative 25% or negative 50%.
Yeah,
and
surely that should be a positive.
Yeah, it's because it's saying it's going to require less food.
So how do we shut down a building, Mal? That's the good question.
Oh, go to the next turn and then I'll walk you through it.
Okay, all right then. 1 second. I think I'm done. Yep. So let's go through that. Oh, fusion beam. No humans. You may not have any technology from me. Go away.
Okay. So if we go to just click on a world. Okay. And then at the bottom it'll say manage structures.
Okay. Yeah, I see.
And then you can kind of spin the planet around and you can kind of highlight stuff. And then so let's say like right here on my home world. Yep. Exactly. So let's say. I don't want this hydroponic farm because right now, and actually I might get rid of this because I'm at 1111 pop. So I could get rid of this plus 2 food if I wanted to and save the 1 maintenance. Now, before I do that though, if I take, since I'm at max pop right now, and that's about to change because I'm building a civil transport, but what I can do is I can basically have right now, without destroying any food related structures, if I have 2 people on food right now, I've got enough food for my homeworld. Meaning that I've got more people in research, I've got more people in production. So you don't always want to destroy those structures. It just depends on the world.
Yeah, no, that's it. Because on my main world, obviously, I'm just 1 under max pop now. I'm tempted to get rid of the cloning center. I suppose maybe for now I'll leave it on just so I can keep shipping people out of that world. But
the Academy has worked
one of those temptations. So it's good to know, though. This is one of those learning experience that you need to do, and it's good, obviously, for anyone watching as well who hasn't played the games before to understand these things. So worthwhile subject matter to have tackled. So thank you for that information.
Did you ever get the ion drive? I don't think
I did, I believe. Yeah,
did you?
I believe, yeah. I believe I gifted it to you, didn't I? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did.
I think you did. Let me see. Ship design. What engine are you guys running on? Come here. Come here. Come to me. Yeah, you did. Tech. Oh, you know what? I think what's happening is research at a lower level.
Marvelous. That's magnificent, Highness.
Oh, I get it. Okay, I'm still allowed to research ion fission. This is why you can't jump up a tech level. Because it's basically, I think it's built in so that the game's saying, oh, that other thing is available on that level. You need to research that. Now, it does. That's why it's like forcing it. Because it's making me do the research. I can pick up ion pulse beam, which I don't even care about. But I'll grab it.
Yeah, so that's why I was thinking it was happening. So it's like you have to have both, basically. You can't just not have that piece of research done.
But you can though, if you're the one that researched it first. Like if, for instance, if I had researched the ion drive, then the next thing in the tech tree after that was completed should be available because I can't research the other item.
You've done the research.
Because I did the research.
You did it.
Yeah.
But that's the thing, because I didn't do the research, it's saying, hey, you can't skip doing this research to get to the next one. You have to still do the research yourself, have an understanding of it.
So we can't necessarily leapfrog. I guess that was
so
I guess that was two.
The research, we're trading the end technology.
Yeah, so
like the blueprints.
Yeah, so we can't leapfrog. However, we can still continue to do the thing where when it's a split tech, I research one, you research the other. So that's still useful.
Exactly.
It's still useful.
It means you can end up with all the techs. It just means you can't sort of cheat to go up techs quickly, which is
right.
But that's fair enough.
How dare they keep us from cheating like that? How dare they?
Yeah, we'll see. Look, it's a mechanic abuse that could have been in there, but it wasn't. So, but it was good to know that that's not available, and it's good to know that how the mechanic works. So, you know, it's all. That's what I mean. It's been a very educational experience playing co-op at the end of the day, because at least we've now got a much more full understanding of how the multiplayer works.
Yeah, absolutely. And of course, it's going to evolve over time.
Yeah, so you never know. In the future versions, we might be wrong, and you might be able to leapfrog. They might not just not have put the mechanic in there yet.
Though I'm kind of hoping, as much as I would like to be able to do that, it probably makes sense that we can't, right?
Yeah, no, of course. It's, you know, just hopeful, you know. You know what it's like. I'd like to be able to cheat.
Well, is that cheating or is that just good strategy? I mean, I don't know. You tell me. You tell me. Let's see.
On this planet, what am I doing here?
I was building
the space elevator.
I was building troop transports, and I'm like, why am I building troop transports? You already took Theras. So I am going to build more colony ships, I think.
Yeah, that's the same thing. I'm going to start hounding on that. I'm tempted to get toxic processor first, just so the pollution doesn't go up too quickly, but I don't know. Nah. Colony ships it is. We do need to get expanding. It needs to happen, doesn't it?
Yeah, I'm afraid that if we don't, then we're going to
get overrun.
Yeah, it's going to end up being bad for us.
Yeah, no, I agree.
And even with the additional production and everything else, they still takes a while. It takes like 6-7 turns to build a colony ship.
Yeah, no, this is it. So we are still taking risks. All right, anyway, I'm going to advance to the next turn. All right, so a fleet that needs orders. All right, so my
do you want to take... I mean, you're the one that cleared it out. You should take the homeworld, and then I'm going to take a couple of them in Chiba.
Yep. Who are we heading for next? Who's our next target, Max? I've got this big fleet of cruisers that's costing end of command points and stuff. We need to do something with
I would say send them to that wormhole, and then leave them there for now. And then when we get ready to punch the Sakura in the face, you can just immediately hop over the wormhole, and you're going to be like one jump away from them.
Okay, then. That's where I'm heading.
Because
so
if
we're going to take on the big guys first, then, are we? So we've already taken on the mercenary, obviously, big, but their next target's the big guys, is it?
I think so. Yeah, I think so. And if you and if you leave your ships in the wormhole system, they're still relatively close to your others. So if someone else decides to get hostile, you can move. Like, you know what I mean? That's like a good resting place for your fleet.
Okay. No, that sounds like a plan. All right then. Well, I'm going to advance to the next 10.
Don't forget, if your space factory isn't busy, that you build stuff in your asteroid fields, that you build stuff around your gas worlds, all that jazz.
Yeah, but I think at the moment he's still producing... Oh, no, I think he's finished producing the military outpost.
A little friendly barter will help both our races thrive, don't you think?
The humans keep trying to get battle pods. I'm like, dude, it's not happening. I'm not getting... Which means he probably doesn't even have that tech.
Yeah,
he probably got fighter bays instead. So... Yeah, it's like, sorry.
Desperation setting in, just like, I really, really want extra space for weapons.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, yeah, well, you can keep wanting, buddy. Yeah, actually, I'm going to move it down my space factory and start building some stuff down there. I'm going to have to start sealing off these systems, though. I've actually, to be honest, we've actually got this little spiral arm near us. You know, with Ryla and all these systems around it. Once we've sealed off that wormhole, there's all of these planets here that there's no other access to them except for through our zone. So we should start colonizing this whole back arm.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That's why we did what we did. If you secure the two ends of like basically a string, and you guard the ends of those string well, then you can backfill everything without having to unnecessarily burden yourself with the cost of military structures.
Yeah, because you look at that Keter system, there's those two systems right off of it that we can take as well, which are literally, there's only access is through Keter. So if we, so basically, I think, so plan's going to have to be, isn't it, build some military outposts around that wormhole.
Yep.
And then just like, yeah, just fill up all of these worlds then. All right, cool, that sounds like a plan. All right, anyway, I'm going to advance to the next 10.
Dang it, I've got somebody on strike. Bastards.
Yeah, I know. It keeps happening to me. I'm just like, ah, is it really that bad? Doing your mummy.
Well, it's because I had to raise taxes. So they got...
I suppose, yeah, I think I have to set mine back down if I can afford to, but I think I'm at -1 at the moment, BC. Because I haven't got enough worlds, this is it. We need more worlds with more of the trade things going on and all this, so we can have this continuous supplies. Because we stopped way too early, I think, with our colonization routine.
Well, because we decided to go to war.
Well, it wasn't much of a decision, though, was it? They were so close by. That there wasn't much of a choice.
They traditionally are aggressive. So, and they were coming out. They were trying to force out to Ryla, so I didn't really feel like we had much of a choice there.
Yeah, exactly. Because if they'd taken that system, that's one right next to my home world. I couldn't, you know, that would have ended badly. However, we
couldn't let that slide.
Yeah, so this is it. So I think, you know, we're not doing too badly.
No, we're doing
civil
fine.
Transport's gonna unload on this planet. Now, when I say it, I suddenly think, that doesn't sound that great. Right, let's put up my food on there. Yeah, and that space factory's on the move. Alright, yeah, I'm just going to keep advancing this. My turn's going quite rapidly at the moment. Don't know about yours.
Yeah, mine is too. I'm actually investing heavily in that Capella Prime. It's a pretty good world, but I'm investing in it heavily because I want it to have a ton of defenses and whatnot, since that's probably where the warfront's going to be.
Yeah. I can't drop to 1 BC pop because it takes me down to -20. I've got to stay at 2.
Yeah, so do I. Otherwise, I drop. We need to get some more financial buildings.
Yeah, this is it. Gonna have to start putting some effort into those productions, really. So what have we got on that? That's things. Much at the moment. Alright, yeah, so I need to start doing some research on that side of things. I thought we got that, the research, didn't we get the crust thing or whatever it's called? Or is that limited to certain planets?
It is. I think it's barren and volcanic, if I remember right. I can't check right now because I'm in between turns, but I think that's what it is.
Sorry.
No, that's fine. Do what you gotta do.
Oh, poor and ultra poor.
Oh, it's okay. It's classification. Okay.
Oh, it's not good, is it?
Well, it's
How
to
many
make
times are you gonna
it's to make
those
them.
worlds?
It's to make it not completely suck. And here's where that would come into effect. If you had a world that was extremely good other than that, right? Like let's say it was a Gaia world or what have you, then it might be worth taking. Like if let's say it was huge, like a huge Gaia, but then it was like mineral very poor, I'd take that in a heartbeat because I can fix the production problem.
Right, I'm now at full pop on this planet, so let's get these guys working. That's the question, like this, because Tash Prime's only got 9 pop available in maximum. I'm now at that max 9 pop.
Yep, you got to shift.
Yeah, so it's just good to just keep using civil transports, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I might build a starbase there afterwards just to expand that, because I'm still down on the older command points.
Oh, are you? That's costing you a lot of money then.
Yeah, this is it. That's why I've got to stay at the 2BC. Got starbases pretty much everywhere else.
Oh, do you now? Okay.
Yeah. That's why I obviously have to get more worlds. It's going to have to happen. I'm going to get toxic processor there. Going up way too quickly.
That's another thing too, is that as you get more familiar with the game, like you are now, you start to think about, maybe that high mineral world that's slow to grow, yeah, that's okay. I'll take that barren world. And what I'll do is I'll put a bunch of production facilities on it and a starbase. And then I'll switch to like trade goods so it makes me money. And that's all it does. You start making decisions like that when as you get more experience with the game, you're like, oh, wait a minute, I'll do that. That makes sense.
Okay, so in Chiba, what planets are you going to take? What one are you after?
Let me go take a look here.
I've got 2 colony ships over there, so I need to know which one you want so I can not colonize that one.
I'll take Chiba Prime, if that's okay with you.
Yes, of course.
And then,
I took the Homos as, it's your primary choice here, buddy.
And then, which one's got the better biome? Oh, large? Okay. I'll take the one with the 2 moons, Chiba 4 then.
You want Chiba 4?
Yeah, and you can have the rest of them. None of them are bad, actually. Chiba 2, well, even Chiba 2's got a special on it. None of those planets are bad. That's actually pretty good. That's a good system. Let's see, go for that. Oh no, you're on strike. Okay, well you can be on strike up there.
I think Chiba 3 is going to be my next one then, because it's a large, so... Send that ship to there. Yeah, you're going... Alright, so you want Chiba Prime and you want Chiba 4.
Yeah, I'll take those 2. You can have the other 3 if you want. That's fine. What was that homeworld? Like large... Oh, yeah. Ooh, that's nice.
Yeah, it's the standard starting world, isn't it? So it's large, Terran rich.
My starting world was medium, actually.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think mine was actually as well. Yeah, it is, huh? So they had a better start than us as well. Burgers. Alright, right, it's in there. Advance to the next element.
How did this little guy get through? Cylon Scout got through. I'm not sure how. I had the warp point guarded.
Seem to be everywhere, actually. They seem to be expanding their scouts quite a bit.
Well, I guess, well, whatever. That's fine. Let them scout around. I still got a Sakura Scout floating around in here.
I'm finally up in command points. I finally got one additional command point over the top of what I'm using. Finally happened.
Let's see, we got, after macroeconomics, there's galactic, oh, spaceport, there it is, that's what we need. Okay, well, I'm gonna research genealogy then, I guess. Move towards that.
Ah, Highness! We're keeping... That's my...
Okay, fleet needs orders. No, you just need to sleep. Next turn.
Already, and I should same. trying to decide on my production. Quite a free, get a missile base just because I've got that actually now. I've got a station there, haven't I? Realistically, there's not much that's worth building on this planet at the moment. Trade goods it is then. Okay, 1 second, and I shall then. Oh, production, sorry, my apologies.
It's okay.
Colonial revenue. Done. Going on now, and the civil transport. You can take someone to the new planet that we're about to build. Okay, and that should be it. Yep, there we go. Right, and now colonizing Chiba Free. They are really good though. I really do like those cut sequences. It's almost worth colonizing planets just to see them, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Graphics are really well done. It's obviously just like almost like drawings in the background and the foreground, and then just the 3D ship rendered in the middle. It still looks really nice. Wicked. Okay, so first thing, automated factory. Colonize this other planet as well. Whoop whoop. There's 2. Yeah, they did a really good job of the artwork. It's really nice.
Yeah, it's clean. I like it.
Yeah, it's like almost like oil painting style, the way they've done it. It's really, really good. Okay, let's start building that. All transport can actually go. Oh, what? Oh, because obviously where they were doing mass production on that planet, try and defend themselves, the pollution on that planet is 71%. They were obviously...
Welcome home!
Yeah, just ignoring it completely. It's like, no, we need to build more ships. Who cares if everyone's dying of pollution? It's... Oh, well. Can't always be a winner. Well, at least I've blocked the humans in at the moment at the top. So unless they come through the... well, basically through the Cylons, then they're not gonna be able to get through, basically, at this point.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. Yep, I'm just gonna advance the next turn. So does colony ship not take... does that take 1 population away from your world? It does, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Striking still. Then you just wish you could just boot them out into space and just be like, look, I'll just get a new population, don't worry about it. Get another guy to replace you. Should be able to.
Yeah, like, what is your problem, dude? Seriously.
Yeah. What do you not like? Do you not like the food? Do you not like, you know, what is it? Problem? The issue? Butter. Alright, right, I'm just gonna keep advancing turns. Get these planets sorted. Production. I have 11 population. Colony shipbuilding, I suppose. Ship production planet. Might do it. Boost my population at the moment. Reinforce these other planets quicker.
Oh, they're fighting.
Who are? Who?
The Cylons and the humans are fighting. Exactly what we were hoping would happen is happening.
All right, it's because they're obviously trying to force their way through to get to us.
They're fighting over the systems that they have, though.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. So maybe this is the time for me to move some ships up and take Kith from them.
It's not a bad idea.
All right, then I think maybe I'll split one of my my cruisers off then. If they're fighting, then I should have the opportunity to do that then. I've got 2 destroyers up there already. If I get that 1 cruiser, that allows me to do the planetary bombardment. I reckon that'll be enough. If they're already fighting on one front, we might as well split their forces and make them fight on 2.
Yeah. You build some troop transport. Actually, if you send a proper fleet up there with some troop transports, you could declare war and take the colony. With the structures and everything intact if you wanted to, but that's kind of aggressive. But we're, but sadly, we are out of time, sir. We are out of time.
Oh no, not again.
We are.
Again, man,
we
not
are.
Again.
We are. Are you taking us out or am I taking us out? I don't even remember.
Oh, I'll gladly do it, sir.
All right.
Well, I say gladly, but it's not gladly.
It's begrudgingly.
Yes, begrudgingly. We will finish up this episode, people. So thank you so much for joining us. I hope you're enjoying it as much as I am, because I am having an absolute blast. Thanks to Mal, obviously, because he's always teaching me a bit more about the game. Every episode, we're learning as we play, which is a big factor with any game, and I think hopefully makes the videos interesting for you guys to watch. So if you've enjoyed it and you feel you've learned something from this, then click that little thumbs up below and let us know, because we really do appreciate it. So nonetheless, for this episode, this is going to be IDED signing off, and Mal.
Thanks, folks. See you later.
See you soon, guys.